And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored, honoring Black African ancestors. A group that is dedicated to preserving history is hosting an event devoted to spirituality and Black liberation. They join us tonight to talk about the Sankofa Caravan to Ancestors. And joining us on The Factor Uncensored, we have with us Kofi Taharka with the National Black United Front and Professor James Smalls. Now, you guys have Sankofa Carnival to the Ancestors, or Caravan. Caravan, meaning right. Traveling to the ancestors. Tell us exactly what that is about, Kofi.
Well, it's 25-year anniversary where we go to Galveston, and on the beach we have prayers, African drumming, dance, and we honor or venerate our creator and our ancestors there.
How significant and how important is that annual journey for you guys?
It is. We've declared it to be a holy day. That's what Professor Small was here at the first one 25 years ago. And we've made it 25 years to declare it as a very special day for us to remember those whose shoulders that we stand on.
And Professor Small, are we doing enough to remember those who came before us and made that difference in this country and in Africa?
No, that's one of our weaknesses.
Professor's blunt with it, nope.
Yeah, because any people that don't revere their ancestors don't have a connection with their God, because your ancestors are your connection to your God. And in all African traditions, God is the totality of everything. The universe is God, and you're a part of that. And your ancestors, what links you back to that. And so when you don't show reverence and you don't show respect and you don't learn from their mistakes and learn from their successes, you've lost your way. And others will prey on you like we're being preyed on all over the world.
Have you seen people to participate in this caravan from the beginning, and then after that participation, you saw them evolve, them change? And either one of you can answer that.
Absolutely. We have many testimonies that has been life-changing for people. And on our social media pages, people are putting up testimonies about what the caravan has done. Also, there are many people over 25 years who participated who have become ancestors, who have contributed to this, and we remember them as well.
Now, I don't take that statement lightly. How does one become an ancestor?
No, I'm saying they leave the physical plane, they transition, in colloquial terms, they die.
Well, let me show you a good example of how important this is. In the last 2 weeks, there have been 4 to 5 international Jewish holidays. All of them are about remembering their ancestors. Mm-hmm. And on certain special occasion where their ancestors have contributed to their success in the world. If you want to see who's the winner, or you want to see who you should follow, look at the winners. Look at the cultural winners. Look at the economic winners. Look at the political winners, and then begin to copy some of the things they do. And the one thing we see them do very well is remember ancestors. If you don't believe it, go all around America, and what do you see? Statues all over the place. They're statues of whom? Dead European people. What are they? They're the ancestors of the white Americans. They don't make a fuss about it, but they revere their ancestors. Any successful culture is successful partially and particularly because they revere their ancestors. Those who sacrifice so that you could be here to achieve better and more for yourself and your family.
And Kofi, have we as a people here in this country, that being Black people in this country, sacrifice their heritage, their past, to almost assimilate?
Absolutely. I think one of the things in the National Black United Front, we try to bridge that historical disconnection, that each generation doesn't have to relearn some of their history or even know who their ancestry is, whether it's in their personal family or people who have made great contributions, many great people whose names that we know. But even our mothers, fathers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, and grandfathers. I think we have been a little too focused on trends, hashtags, what's popping, getting a bag, and all of those things, as opposed to building the proper foundation, which is our history, culture, and of course our ancestors are played a great part in that.
And I would assume a first step in getting where you need to get spiritually and basically learn your heritage, learn where you're from, appreciate your ancestors, is taking a first step with this caravan. For those who are wondering, Kofi, give us the specifics, the days, the time, all of that.
We have a great forum on Friday night, the 14th, at the historic Deluxe Theater. That's history right there in Fifth Ward, Texas, beginning at 6 p.m. with a marketplace, a Buy Black market, and then 7 p.m. the program begins. Professor Small and Mama Charlotte O'Neill will be having a dialogue there. And then early the next morning on the 15th, we meet at InBuff and on Southmore at 6 a.m. and we caravan. It is a physical caravan with cars and buses and police escort to Galveston, Texas at 29th Street and Seawall Boulevard, where there is a ceremony where the prayers, the dancing, the drumming, and Professor Small and Mama C also will be officiating the ceremony that takes place on the beach.